Hello and a very warm welcome to all of you. The Indian team now has reached Nagpur for the second T20 international against Australia. And after being unable to defend 208 in Mohali, India will look to save the series, though it will be far from easy. Australia showed in the last game in Mohali that despite missing some of their key players, they are a champion side and can chase down a 200-plus target with ease. So, as the World Cup date approaches, Team India finds itself in a difficult position where when their bowling works, their batting lets them down, and when the batting clicks, the bowlers are unable to do the job. Add to that the fielding concerns as India dropped 3 catches in the last match. So, what seems to be going wrong with Team India? Since the Asia Cup, Rohit Sharma is adamant that nothing is wrong. Every loss is seen as just a bad day in office, even as the losses pile up. Ashok Malhotra is here with me, former Indian cricketer, former selector who is on commentary duty in the Leap Trophy. Thank you so much, Ashok sir, for taking the time out. I know you have to get back to it, but going by Rohit Sharma's stance, another bad day at office for Rohit Sharma and his team after the loss.
May you are spot on. You know, he's still learning. I don't know when will this learning curve will come to an end, because it'll be after the World Cup. I would not know, because every defeat we have, his only thing in the press conferences that we are learning. I don't know when this learning is going to stop. I think the entire country is sick and tired of the learning process. But the fact is that whereas if you look at the Australian team, they, despite of not having 4 top players, they still give the look of a settled team. Where, as far as the Indian team is concerned, I really don't know why and what they keep doing. Why would you pick Umesh Yadav ahead of Deepak Chahar? Nobody would know. Why would you have Dinesh Karthik in the side if Akshar Patel has to bat ahead of him? Nobody would know. So, and as you very rightly said, if batting clicks, bowling doesn't click. We don't have the bowling to defend ourselves, and it puts extra pressure on our batters because they don't know how much is enough to defend.
Yeah, I mean, 208 and Indian bowlers were unable to defend that. But captaincy by Rohit Sharma, that has also come under criticism. Other than the fact that we saw him so animated in the last game, of course, you know, the pressure of being the Indian captain now showing on Rohit. But take a look at some of those decisions. And Ashok sir, tell me whether you were surprised as I was with some of those decisions in the last match and just overall in the way the team's been selected in the last couple of months. I mean, first of all, batting Akshar Patel at number 6, and you said it rightly in the last game. You said, listen, they are going to bat Akshar Patel at 6 and Dinesh Karthik for that 16 to 20 overs only, which then again is a very specific, very limited role for Dinesh Karthik. And does he need to be in the side just for that 16 to 20 overs? Then picking Umesh Yadav, first of all, that in itself is a mystery, and then giving him just 2 overs. That was another one. You know, what does it do to a player's confidence? You pick him up, you give him that 1 over right in the beginning, and then when you get hit for boundaries, you take him out. Then there is Bhuvneshwar Kumar. This has been something we've been seeing Bhuvneshwar Kumar in the 19th over despite repeated failures. What are you doing to his confidence if you're giving him the ball in that 19th over every time and he's unable to defend the runs? Then you have the other thing that I found curious was Akshar Patel, who got you a wicket in, I think, the 4th over. You just take him away and then not give him another over. And, you know, I was wondering whether that was the right decision. But what are your thoughts on Rohit Sharma's captaincy so far?
See, captain is as good as, believe you me, if the results are good, we all say he's captain brilliantly. But when the results are bad, then he will have to take the blame. There's no 2 ways about it. He and Rahul Dravid will both have to take the blame. But the fact is, they are very, very rigid in their thinking. They're not ready to take decisions, and they seem to be very stubborn. And they're thinking, okay, whatever we're doing right, whether the team is winning or not. But they got to understand, if you keep losing like that, you're answerable to billion of people who eat, sleep, and cricket. You know, so I think that you can't keep losing. Now, old days it was different, but nowadays an Indian team can't keep losing match after match, and the captain comes to the press conference and says we're learning. So I don't think anybody buys that. So I think that somewhere along the line, tough calls has to be taken. Why don't you have Shami back in? Why don't you have Bumrah playing the game? Why don't you have try Deepak Chahar if you have in scheme of things? And why don't you have Deepak Huda? For God's sake, he played brilliantly. Put him up in the order and have Rishabh Pant in the back in the later order and go for a power play. So he's that kind of player. Either you take advantage of him in the power play or take advantage of him in the slot. So it is up to you. But somewhere along the line, Meha, in T20 cricket, you have to think on your feet. You can't be too old-fashioned. As of now, I see Rahul Dravid too old-fashioned for T20 cricket.
The other thing is also the death over problems for Team India. We've seen that during the Asia Cup with Bhuvneshwar Kumar struggling in the 19th over in the match against Australia as well against. Again, Bhuvi struggling in the 19th over, then you give the 20th to Chahal, which doesn't work out for you. Take a look at this. Failed to defend 54, 42 and 41. This is the Indian bowling in the last 4 overs, in the last 3 matches that they have played. And this is a good bowling attack. You know, this is the #1 team in the world and they are nearing the T20 World Cup. If you count the qualifiers, just 23 days to go for India and for all the teams. Jasprit Bumrah's absence, of course, has weakened the bowling. And, you know, now we're being told that he will make a comeback in the match in Nagpur. But Bhuvneshwar is struggling in the death overs, no doubt about that. Conceded 16, 14 and 19 in the 19th overs. Those are the 3 most expensive 19th overs for him in his career. So we're really looking at Bhuvneshwar Kumar not finding, what would you say, not finding his rhythm, not being able to bowl well in the 19th over, in the death, at such a crucial time. And the irony of it is, Ashok sir, if you look at all the numbers, okay, you look at Bhuvneshwar Kumar through the year, in the death overs, as well as in the power play, he has been your standout bowler. I mean, I saw that. So, is it too much cricket now? I don't know how to see it, but it's just all the wrong things are happening at the wrong time. Cricket is all about timing, and right now it couldn't be more ill-timed than that. India's bowlers not being able to bowl well.
Meher, the thing with Bhuvneshwar Kumar is since he has come back from India, he is not the same bowler as he was. Even in IPL, he struggled in the power play. When he came back for Indian team, he did bowl well in the power play, but he's struggling in the slog overs. So for me, if Jasprit Bumrah, he's coming back from India, God forbid if he breaks down again, if you rush him in, then who's going to hold those power play 4 overs? Ashok does not seem to be the guy for you. Harshal Patel goes for very many. So I think there is no bowling. Yajuvendra Chahal is going for very many. So somewhere along the line, bowling seems to be very, very bare. You know, there doesn't seem to be anybody except we are depending on Jasprit Bumrah. But except for Jasprit Bumrah, Bhuvi is going for very many. He's lost us the last 3 games with bowling in the 18th and 19th overs, 17th or 19th overs. So I don't think what is the game plan, what the selectors are doing, what the management is doing. I really don't understand. They will have to sit back on the drawing board. They've still got time to change the team, maybe have some tough decisions, and make sure that they take those tough decisions out of the box. They don't try making a Bumrah open the inning, for God's sake, but that is the only thing left there. But otherwise, they have tried almost everything. Opened with Rishabh Pant, opened with Surya Kumar Yadav. I don't know what are they doing. 1 step forward, 2 step back is kind of a thing, and it defies cricketing laws.
Yeah. And talking about players going out of form, players not being able to perform as well, for Yuzvendra Chahal also, he's actually been good throughout the year. But suddenly you're seeing that, you know, he's not just not being able to take wickets, he's going for runs. What seems to be going wrong with Yuzvendra Chahal?
I think he seems to be a habit founder. You know, the moment he tosses up, he goes after the mark. You know, and if you look at him, he is trying to hold too quick because he seems to be short on confidence. It happened to him before the IPL when he was dropped from the World Cup team. But now it's happened to him again because the batsmen are going after him. So when he goes out, they go after him, they try to bowl quick. Whereas his job is to pick up wickets. 4 overs are very crucial. If he picks up 2 wickets, 3 wickets, that is the turning point of the game. But if he goes for even 3 wickets for 30 runs, I'll take it. You know, but 4 overs, 40 runs, no wicket, that is not acceptable. and game after game.
Yeah.
You know, Asia Cup was a disaster. So was the first game against Australia. So I don't know why don't we go for somebody like Ravi Bishnoi who bowled magnificently against Pakistan. So it's time to do a little bit of chopping and changing if you want to do well in the World Cup, or we going to World Cup to lose the game to World Cup.
Yeah, you're talking about Ravi Bishnoi, and he has been brilliant in the middle overs for India. 10 innings, 12 wickets. His economy is 7.4. I think 184 balls, given away 216 runs. That's Ravi Bishnoi. Of course, Yuzvendra Chahal sits right at the top of that list because he's played 16 innings and has got 18 wickets. But it's also now a problem for India in the middle overs where they're not being able to take wickets. That's another problem for this team. So it's not just in the death overs that the team is struggling when they're not being able to control the runs, but it's also in the middle overs. The other thing then brings me to is India batsman short? Is that something that now Rohit Sharma should really look at, Ashok sir? If Australia are, easily chasing down that target, and you look, and Indian batters actually did bat well. Positive to see KL Rahul, find his range of shots. That was good to see. Hardik Pandya, of course, the beast that he is. We saw him clobbering those sixes. But are they a batsman short? Akshar Patel is not the batsman who should be batting at number 6 for India.
Akshar Patel, if he bats at 7 or 8. That is the way where he can get some useful runs. If you put him at number 6, he doesn't know whether to hit the ball or defend. So that is where the problem is. That I think if you got Deepak Hooda in the side, try make him play, give him some kind of a role. And if you want him to bat a bit higher, bat him at number 5 ahead of Hardik Pandya. Have Hardik Pandya and Rishabh Pant batting together ahead of, for God's sake, Dinesh Khan. I for my money, I cannot understand why somebody is picked in the team for playing 2 overs, and now he's been given the job of wicket keeping as well, ahead of a match winner, world-class match winner, Rishabh Pant, who won you matches in Test cricket, one-day cricket. Sure, he has not done as well in 2020 cricket, but we all know he can turn the game around on his side when he has a good day.
That's right. Also, the fact that now India is so dependent on Jasprit Bumrah coming back. Now, Jasprit Bumrah last played at ODI, last played any international match was in July, on July 14th. He's only played 3 T20 internationals this year, and coming back from an injury, there was a question mark around whether Jasprit Bumrah is fit because he didn't play the last game. He was expected to play that last game in Mohali. He's likely to make a comeback in Nagpur, and from what I'm being told, that it's the team management didn't want to rush him. They wanted to give him some more time before he comes in. But now it's crucial, Ashok sir, given that Indian bowling is struggling, for Jasprit Bumrah to not just get some game time, but also for him to quickly get back to, finding his rhythm.
See, I agree with you, but giving him game time, I hope we don't lose him for the World Cup. Yeah. I think we should give him some more time if he's not ready. I really don't know. It is the management, the physios, the trainers. They will know better. But if he's not, if he's half cooked, then I don't think you should play. You can wait for a couple of games. You can make him play in the South African series till he really gets fit. Because playing him now, if you break him again, then he's out of the World Cup. So we'll have to be, wrap him in cotton wool and make sure that he plays in the World Cup. Because without Bumrah in the World Cup, I don't see us winning any matches. Because in the slog overs and even the power play, we don't have anybody who can challenge the opposition.
Yeah. Do you see any changes being made in the match tomorrow?
Yes, definitely. As you're saying, Bumrah, we all are praying and hoping that Bumrah plays. And I hope Deepak Chahar as well. Deepak Chahar should come and play. And if need be, instead of Yajuvendra Chahal, you can try Ravi Chandranath. Maybe he can, if he can't pick up wickets, he can check the flow of runs. Akshar Patel has done the job. Maybe it's Akshar Patel and Ravi Chandranath who can check the flow of runs and put some kind of pressure on the Australians. As far as batting is concerned, I think if you want to play instead of Dinesh Karthik, definitely Rishabh Pant and Deepak Hooda.
Okay. With that, we'll wrap this up. Ashok, Malhotra, thank you so much. I'll let you get back to commentary. I know it's a busy day for you. So thank you so much for taking the time out, sir, and talking to us. And of course, we'll try and get Ashok, sir, tomorrow as well to preview India's second T20 international that will be played in Nagpur. Thank you once again, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's it then on this special. News9 Sports is what you need to subscribe to for all the latest. What do you think of this video? Do you like it? Are there any suggestions you have for us? Do let us know in the comments section below. That's it from us. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.